What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius A Bound, ABB Prophecy, and I just wanted to say that, before this whole Kyrie and KD thing even, took off, I was very pleased that the Knicks didn't pull the trigger, or, probably KD and Kyrie didn't want to go to the Knicks. I think that what the Nets have always been doing is, targeting free agent players past their prime. Obviously, you saw the 2014 season uh, when they grabbed Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. Um, they did all right. They didn't do too bad, but obviously they didn't get past they got past the second round. They got past the first round, but didn't make it to the next round. So that was a failure. And yeah, so just a quick video. Just wanted to, I think the Knicks are heading into the right direction. I don't see Carmelo Anthony coming back. I don't want Carmelo Anthony to come back. Like if it's to hang up the jersey, you know what I'm saying? Like I think the Knicks could and should hang up Carmelo Anthony's number 7 jersey. Even though he didn't really promise them a championship, at least he got them into the playoffs and passed the second round. I mean, and passed the first round. Even though we wind up losing to the Pacers, we got past Boston because last year we didn't. We got swept by Miami Heat, and then that's when we came back and we beat Boston and got to the second round, and that's when we faced Paul George in that Indiana's defense. But we yeah, so we had like Melo at least gave us a glimmers of hope that we can move forward without him. So I think, like I said again, I think the Knicks did a good job of not, doing what they did in years past and just throwing all of our assets away because that's what we could. That's what could have happened. That's what could have happened. We could have thrown away Kevin Knox, Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Kept RJ obviously because he's still in his rookie deal. And just throw them out the window to get Kyrie and KD and you see what's happening in Brooklyn right now. So, like I said again, I say this and I say it again. KD and Kyrie is not gonna. That's not gonna get it done. Even in the East, it's not gonna get it done because you still got up and coming teams that's better than them. You know what I'm saying? So I think if the Brooklyn Nets want to take this seriously, they're gonna have to target AD because AD just signed a 1 year deal. So I'm not sure if he's testing the Lakers or he just wanted to get that one chance with LeBron because I think that I think AD could have easily signed a 3 year deal. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he has an option. I don't know if he has I really don't know if he has a team option or a player option. I really don't know. All I know is he signed a 1 year deal. So maybe if it doesn't work out, then he can, maximize his, or he can, what you call that? He can, he can maximize his other options. So like I said, if the Brooklyn Nets can grab AD, then maybe. Uh, and then if they have another slot, that they can fill, because obviously they're gonna need four players to obviously get it done. And Carmelo Anthony could be available. You know what I'm saying? So all these hypothetical scenarios can happen, but I don't really think because AD is what, he's a power forward slash center, right? So I don't think he's gonna play over Allen. I don't think he's gonna play over Allen. Now you could put AD at the four. I don't really think, because DeAndre Jordan comes off the bench, so instead of just putting him at power forward. But then again, you're gonna miss up so much chemistry, and you know what I'm saying. So that's what that's what's hard about it. Like you think you could just plug AD anywhere, but obviously that's gonna mess up chemistry. But that's what you have preseason and spring training for, and summer league for. I mean, I said spring training this is baseball. This is what you have preseason and summer league for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's the only way Brooklyn Nets is able to pull it off. If they signed, if they signed two other max players, because I don't think they're gonna get the job done with just AD and Kyrie, because with both of them alone, they're gonna miss a lot of games. I see AD missing a lot of games. I mean, I see KD missing a lot of games. I see Kyrie missing a lot of games. So this is gonna backfire yet again. And I don't know what the hell the Nets. I don't know what's the Nets. The Nets is just reaching right now. They're just trying to find players because they don't know how to. The one thing about the Brooklyn Nets is they don't know how to develop players. You know what I'm saying? They're doing it now with Dinwiddie and Harris, but and Allen still, but still, those are not household names. You know what I'm saying? Like we had Carmelo Anthony. At least we had Carmelo Anthony. We had Stoudemire. We had veterans like Kidd. We had a unpromising rookie out of Iman Shumpert until he injured his leg. We had J.R. Smith, who was a six man of the year. We had Tyson Chandler, who was a defensive player of the year. So we had promising. We just didn't have the coaching to put it all together. So that's the only reason why we was just bad. It wasn't really the players. I mean, some players, yeah, but when we had the players, it was just bad coaching. We didn't really have a Doc Rivers or a Pop. You know, so it was hard. We was dealing with Hornacek and Fisher and Fizdale, and Woodson wasn't really that bad. Woodson wasn't bad. Offensively, yes, but defensively, no. He wasn't really that bad. And now, we have Mike Miller. So now we're trying to gun for another head coach, which is, stupid, but I think Mike Miller can get the job done. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about, the Knicks. I mean, it's going to be hard for these last few days, few months without them. But hey, what can I say? What can I do? Nothing, right? So, yeah, so that's what I wanted to say about the Knicks. I think the Nets are reaching yet again, and they're always going to reach. I'm not going to be surprised. I mean, that's what they do. They give up on young talent to just to, lure in the crowd, because they already know, like, the Nets is that one team where nothing can go right for them. You know, like before they grabbed Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett, they had a pretty good core with Joe Johnson and Brook Lopez and Darren Williams and Wallace. They had a pretty good core. But all that fucked up because they wanted more money. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe Johnson thought that he was great because he was pretty good in the clutch. If you go back and look at his Brooklyn Nets highlights, clutch highlights, like he was clutch. You know, But he wanted max contract. Nets said nope, so he went somewhere. I think he went to the Hawks after that, and they signed Darren Williams to 5-year deal. They signed Brook Lopez to a 5-year deal or 4-year deal until he wind up, somehow with the, I think it was a trade. They traded him to the Los Angeles Lakers, and Darren Williams just went. I forgot where he went, but he went somewhere. I think he went to the Bucks. But yeah, man. I mean, the Nets they just like to fuck shit up when shit gets going for them. When shit gets right, like the Nets are like Plankton from SpongeBob. SpongeBob. I'm like Plankton wants to rule the world, but every time he does it, it's always getting backfired. And the only one time he succeeded was when he switched bodies with Mr. Krabs. But even then, he couldn't really understand. He couldn't really take it because of Pearl, her daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like constantly, egging him on and egging him on. So I'm so happy that the Knicks didn't pull that trigger. So now that if everything goes according to plan, you know, if Melo comes back, then I mean, I hope he doesn't think that it's his team. You know what I'm saying? Just don't have that mindset. Just have that mindset as you were in Portland. You know what I'm saying? Like, just have that mindset. Okay, I'm willing to come off the bench. It doesn't matter as long as I help this team win. Like, you don't have to be the hero no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not your job anymore. Your job is just to come in, contribute off the bench, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So if he can accept that role now, then everything will be all right. But if he doesn't, then we don't need him. So if you like what you saw, hit that like button. Comment on if you're a Nets fan, Knicks fan, on what I said is true, false, narrow, okay, bad, and spaz on that comment. I mean, spaz on that subtitle. Oh my God, I said subtitle. Spaz on that notification bell. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Peace.